See, it's funny because when I last said this, people were calling me a fake friend. I'm a gatekeeper. I'm selfish and all this other stuff, right? You'll see. I knew this would happen too. So my friend's girlfriend asked him to text me to invite me to some bar somewhere in Brooklyn, right? Him, his girlfriend, and myself. It's like 11 p.m. and I don't live in Brooklyn, so it's gonna take me like 45 minutes to get there. But I was like, all right, why not? I'm ready. I'm ready dressed right now. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't gonna go to sleep anytime soon anyway. So I drive to this spot in Brooklyn. It's a nice, cozy bar kind of area, right? Bar restaurant. And I see my friend when I step in, right? I see my friend, his girlfriend, and one guy who I don't recognize who's sitting with them. So, I walk over and I go, hey, give them both a hug besides the guy who I never met because I'm not going to give some stranger a hug. I don't know him. So I just shake his hand. I'm like, hey, I'm Andre. How are you doing? What's your name? Okay, cool. Nice to meet you. And the first thing I do after I shake his hand, I get to get his name. When I sit down, the first thing this guy starts talking about, nah, my nigga, I'm phoning him great. My ex bitch tweaking, nigga. She posted on her snap and pressed some fuck niggas. She sending subliminals, dog, talking about this and that. Bitch, look who fumbled. She stayed tweaking, y'all. What? Like, what? I literally just sat down. And what's that emoji? Here, let me put it on the screen. This was my face hearing that. I was like, exactly like this. I'm just sitting there like, what? I didn't say anything. I'm just sitting here listening to this guy, nigga this, nigga that. And he's going for a solid 10 minutes. And 10 minutes is a long time, believe it or not, when someone is talking for a very, it just ranting. So from my translations as a fellow black guy, I figured out that if my Rosetta Stone translations work, his girl left him for some dude that's in her biochemistry class, right? And, he's ranted about how he knew all this. And I'm thinking to myself, you could have just said that in like 30 seconds if you didn't add the extra dialect, And my friend's girlfriend looks at me and she goes, Andre, why are you so quiet? Shraggy? What do you mean? Like, what am I supposed to say? But that's what I'm thinking in my head. But I said to her, oh, I'm just listening. Then my friend goes, oh, yeah, Andre, so how's work going, by the way? And I'm telling them, like, yeah, I was reinstalling this mail protocol on my Atlanta server. My customer who I was working with, I finished building his website and I was setting him up with like a custom email domain, and I'm making sure the protocol was properly set up on my server because I tend not to use my Atlanta server as a web server at the same time. And as I'm explaining this, right, I'm getting like a little bit into detail. And this guy goes, the guy who I don't know, right? He goes, oh, you a square ass nigga. I know niggas like you be on the computer and shit. And he just laughs. And I smirk in just an unamused fashion. And then he goes, yo, you a millionaire, nigga? And I say audibly, what? He's like, nah, you definitely on some Elon Musk shit, bro. You know, when someone's talking like this, they're pointing at you. They're pointing and their fingers moving. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to find a GIF or something I'll put on the screen. It's like, nah, you definitely some Elon Musk shit, bro. Like, you making websites and shit for niggas? I'm like, yeah, I host websites for my friends as a side business, And he's like, yo, I've been thinking about starting my own thing. I'm mad artistic. I'd be nice. I'd be rapping and shit. But I'm trying to hustle into fashion too. Once I get my website or my IG page popping, I'm a DM mad niggas to wear my shits. And my face is like this again. This emoji. And I said, wow, that's cool. Do you have any pictures of your clothing designs or ideas or anything like that? I'm sure it looks cool. I love to see it. Do you have your phone with you? If you have it on your phone, I'll just check them out. I just want to see your design, your clothing style. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, nah, I ain't put it together yet. I don't got a MacBook. I was like, you don't need a MacBook to draw. You can just use phone apps or use a regular Windows computer, or you can just draw on a piece of paper and just take a picture on your phone and keep the designs in a portfolio. He's like, nah, niggas ain't gonna take me serious if I don't got a studio like that. I just said, okay, that's it. I said, okay, that's it. And he's like, yo, give me a number. We could link up and build my website for my clothing line. I said, nah, I'm too busy right now. He's like, nigga, come on. You smart like Steve Jobs. You ain't trying to be a millionaire with my shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I said, nah, I'm good. I'm just too busy right now. I got a lot of things going on at the moment. See, that's why we're out really late. Like, I'm lying right now. I'm really just like making up a lie as I'm speaking. I'm like, nah, I'm really busy. You know, that's why I came out late with you guys because, you know, I be working all day and stuff like that. And, you know, my friend and his girlfriend are like looking at me. And I keep making eye contact with them as I'm lying because they know I'm lying. And they could tell I'm getting irritated too. So, you know, whatever, the night goes by. And the next day, right, my friend texts me. And he's like, Andre, blah, blah. And he's apologizing for bringing that guy. And my friend was saying that he knew he should have never brought him around because he's embarrassed right now. And that was the first time he actually met my friend's girlfriend too. So, yeah, like, and you know what the guy is saying about me? The guy, he's saying he thinks I'm lame. He says, quote, I'm a lame. All right. So it's not just he's lame. It's just, you know, he's a lame. You know, you got to put a lame for some reason, you know, saying not just he's lame, he's a lame. Okay. I don't know. And he says, I'm a quote, hating ass nigga. All right. You know what I'm saying? What's my response? I ain't got no response, bro. You know, I'm not going to go back and forth with somebody playing like, what's that called? Where messenger, well, I don't know what the game is called, where you tell somebody a message, they send it to somebody else. Like, yo, this is exactly what I was saying before, y'all. I even told my friend this. So this guy is being verbally aggressive right now, and he's shamelessly a victim somehow. I'm a hating ass nigga. I'm a lame. And this is why you do not platform, and you for sure don't invite people who take pride in cultural ignorance, destructive cultural ignorance. And that's why you stop giving access to people who glorify destructive cultural ignorance, and rather they just call it culture, right? Right? They glorify destructive and ignorant behavior and call it culture, okay? You see how this dude acted? The moment I spoke about how I'm making money through something he's unfamiliar with, remember what he called me? I'm a square, okay? Then, you know, I'm such a square that he wants me to do something for him. Okay, make it make sense, y'all. So you know what I'm saying? Like he's being reductive and like so. Then first of all, he insults me. Okay, calls me a square. Then he wants me to do something for him to build his business, right? To build his apparent dream for free, and I decline. I'm apparently a hater. And remember the moment I sat down, this guy's talking about where he's like, you know, this guy's talking about his ex or something, or like, you know, his ex cheated on him or something like, and, you know, people love to say, that's just how we talk. That's culture. That's how me and the niggas in the hood be talking, cuz. Like, all right, cool. But, when your culture is speaking in a way that makes you sound essentially illiterate the moment you open your mouth, don't be shocked when nobody wants to do business with you or take you serious. I'm not translating your thoughts for you in real time just so you can ask me for free labor. What do you think this is? You want a handout? That's not hating, nor is it gatekeeping. My first impression when I sat down I said, hey, what's your name? Nice to meet you. How are you? You know, I came up there, but the moment I sat down, my first impression, this guy's vocabulary, what he was ranting about, how aggressive and disrespectful he was being while unprovoked too. It told me everything I need to know about how seriously he takes himself. I'm not fixing that for him. I'm not here to educate him. Help that brother. Put that brother under your shoulder, right? Put that brother under your arm, whatever that saying goes. For what? Why? Like, you know, so I'm not here to give handouts. Like, what am I supposed to do for him? Like, I ain't your savior, bro. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. They make every excuse on earth to be mad about why people don't associate with this behavior. I'm not hating on somebody for being broke or heartbroken or they're even trying to find their way to make money. I'm not hating on the fact, right? If you have some dialect, I'm keeping my distance from a grown man who is wearing the destructive stereotype of black culture on his sleeve. And he's externalizing it onto other people. This behavior, it doesn't just embarrass you, it embarrasses all of us. All of us who recognize how common this is, and they've stepped away from it. They don't let the destructive side, you can still have culture, but they don't let the destructive side get in the way of what they want to do. And when you put your destructive stereotypes just out there, don't be surprised when people immediately feel a way about you, or at minimum, don't want to do anything professional with you or for you. You know what's funny? This guy said he wanted me to do something for him for free, right? You know how many times I've built so many websites and hosted so many stuff for people for free already. A lot of people. White, black, any culture, any background, any culture. Many times. But it's the fact that what I just experienced, I'm like, nah. You know what I'm saying? I just, and I told my friend this. Like, I don't even know why they brought him around. He has nothing in common with my friends. Apparently, he's someone from my friend's class, and they talk a lot before and after class. But I don't know. We're all black too, so I don't know. We're just not compatible. Like I don't know how else to say it. We're just not compatible with this. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I mean, what do you guys think? Am I tweaking here? See, now I'm gonna use my black. Like, am I tweaking? Am I bugging out here? Like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'm not gonna help somebody who's doing stuff like this. Anyway, this episode is found on Spotify and YouTube. I'm out.